Hey friends, thanks for joining me today. Today I have planned for you to show you what I got in my Ipsy bags. I actually have January and February to share with you today. I'm not wearing a lot of makeup. I'm wearing just a little foundation in my eyebrows, and I'm gonna kind of try on as many products from these 2 months Ipsy bags for you guys on camera today. And I'm going to try to do a full face with stuff I got from Ipsy bags in the past as well. So without further ado, let's get started and talk about what I got in these bags. This is the January bag. It looks like this. The theme for this bag is game face. And just like get you motivated. Let's see what it says. Game face. Fact, you got this. Whether it's running a 5K, nailing a job or interview, or consistent skincare routine, everything you need to crush your 2018 goals is already within you. But since we could all use a little extra motivation sometimes, your January glam bag, 5 personalized pics, and the articles on Ipsy.com were designed to keep you game-faced and ready for anything all month long. Right here, a little encouraging message. I will conquer, whatever. And for the February bag, it's like a little bit, it's like this like pinky beigey little bag. It's a little bit lighter. And the theme for this bag for February is unzipped. And it's, there's a little theme card inside talking about it. On this one says, being sexy isn't limited to any certain size, shape, or age. It's definitely not about airbrushed images beyond recognition. The way we see it, sexiness is authenticity. It's real, it's confidence, it's celebrating the magic of your unique beauty. It's forgetting what you think you're supposed to be, embracing everything you are. This month, let's unzip the way we think about being sexy. Let's define it in our own terms. No rules, no Photoshop, no restrictions, just 100% sexiness. The Ipsy way, aka your way. I already broke into this a little bit earlier. The first thing that came actually out of the February bag I already tried is this face mask. It's a sheet mask, and it's really cool because I got 2 of them. And before I did my makeup today, I already put this guy on. It's a 5-minute facial mask from BioBell, and it's with tea tree oil, rosehip extract, and vitamin C. It's supposed to enhance radiance, minimize pores, and even skin tone, and it's like a primer. It's supposed to give you the perfect base to put on your makeup with. And I put it on. It's just like a regular sheet mask. It's got cute little pink designs on it. And it smells really good. It smells like it's got coconut oil in it or something like that. What you do with this is you leave it on for 5 minutes, and then you rinse off the excess, and it's supposed to make your skin nice and smooth. And I feel like it was pretty smooth. Good thing it came with 2, so I can double check. And I have since put on my foundation. Today I'm wearing Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation on top the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. And underneath I used a Smash, I actually added some primer to it as well, the Smashbox Radiance Primer that I actually got once in the past. And yeah, so far I think my makeup is looking really good. Next item we're going to try on is also out of the February bag. I'm actually pretty excited to try this. It's the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. I don't have any concealer on yet, so we're going to go ahead and try this out. It's a pretty small tube, but it's just enough to get you interested if you like it. So I'm going to use a sponge, and I'm going to just go ahead and put it in my under eyes. This is the shade Light Ultra Fair. I'm actually got a bit of a tan going right now, so we'll see if this is like too light, but I don't know. Oh, it's like super thick. Whoa, it's crazy thick. It's like gooey. So we'll see how this works out. I'm using a damp Real Techniques sponge to blend this in. I don't know what to do with the rest of this. I squeezed out way too much, and it's so sticky. Seems to be very brightening. Let's do like a little triangular thing on my face going on. Oopsie. wants to go everywhere. Put a little on my eyes. I'll prime my eyes with it too. Why not? It might be a little too light for me, especially because I got a little bit of a tan going, but if I was a little more fair, it'd probably work out good. Okay, this was pretty hard to blend out, but it doesn't seem to be creasing. It's very thick, like the thickest concealer I think I've ever dealt with here. But it's very brightening. Okay, I think we finally got it blended. Okay, it looks a little crazy right now. It's really giving me a pretty crazy highlighting effect, but that could be good. That could be a good thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that so it doesn't move around. I'm gonna use, I don't have any setting powders that I ever got from Ipsy, so I'm just gonna use my Kat Von D Lock-It. I actually was given a setting powder from Ipsy before. It was from the brand called Naked, but I decided to give it to a friend because I had so many setting powders to deal with, so I figured I'd let somebody else have fun with that. First thoughts about the IT Cosmetics concealer. Those are that it does seem to be very brightening, and it doesn't seem to crease at all. Like I might not even get away with not needing to set it with a powder. So that's pretty cool. I think it might be too light for me though, and it's very thick and kind of hard to blend out. Perhaps if I tried a different blending method, that might come out good. So far, I don't know if it being this light is gonna make my makeup look crazy. We're about to find out. So let's just move on. I think the next product we're gonna try out is in the January bag. I got this little contour palette from City Color. I once got an eyeshadow from this brand, and it was really great. City Color was actually, their eyeshadow was really good. It smells kind of nice. It's like marshmallowy or something. And it comes with these 3 colors. We got a highlight, a bronzer, and a contour. So I guess I'll use, oh, is this a shimmery highlight? Yeah, it's a little bit reflective, so I won't use it to like highlight my under eye. It doesn't need any of that anyway. So I guess I'll go ahead and start bronzing with the bronzer color. This is probably one of my favorite bronzing brushes. It's the Morphe E3. I'm gonna go into this shade in the middle here. It's hard to get my brush in there actually, but good thing I actually have a somewhat smaller bronzing brush. It's pretty warm, but it does seem to be blending okay. I definitely have to bronze my forehead because it's a huge forehead. And I'm going to take a big powder brush and I'm just going to, you know, roughly blend everything out. Yeah, that was a pretty good bronzing powder. I really like that. That was pretty easy to blend. I was actually not expecting that bronzing powder to be that nice. Yeah, it looks pretty. Next we'll do contour. I'm going to use the same palette. I'm going to use that dark contour shade. It's nice. It seems very dark actually, but with the bronzer I think it might work. Let's get fancy. I'm going to use this Morphe M23 brush. I think that may be a good one just because it's like going to fit into this pan well. A con of this palette I'm noticing is that it's hard to just pick up the one product you want because they're so close together. So tap off the excess. Ooh, it's very dark. I knew it would be. It's a little crazy. Yeah. That's a very dark shade. I wonder if I can tone it down with the bronzer a little bit. This is a Sigma brush I'm just using to go into my hairline a little bit more. Try to get it to look natural. Okay, so that contour powder did seem pretty dark, but I think you could get it to work if you just didn't go in so heavy-handed. I was just not ready. I wasn't prepared for it to be so dark and pigmented. But I think toning it down with the bronzer did work, and I think I'm just gonna go in and bake down here to like clean up that contour a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Lock-It setting powder to bake a little. I'm baking the center of my forehead too, just because I think because of how brightening that concealer was, it's making my forehead look crazy. It doesn't seem to match the center of the rest of my face. So I'm gonna do that. You know, I never contour my nose, but maybe I will today. I think I'm gonna mix the bronzer and the contour shade together to contour my nose a tiny bit. Oh, that's too dark. My nose is so chiseled looking. I never contour my nose. This is like weird for me. Take that highlight shade and try to highlight my nose. And now let's clean up that contour. And now let's do a little blush. I didn't get any blushes in my Ipsy bag on January, February, but in the past, I actually got a few brushes to pick from. I had this Pacifica coconut water blushes, this Petra blush, and also this Tarte blush. I'm actually not sure if this is the one that I got in my Ipsy bag, but I got a Tarte blush once in the past. Looks pretty. I think I'll use the Tarte one. I want to bring a little bit of warmth to the center of my face. I'm using my NARS, my favorite blush brush from NARS. Okay, the next product I'm going to show you from the January bag is this cute little Luna eyeshadow. And I think I'm going to try to incorporate it into my eyes a little bit today. It's like a, I've never heard of this brand before. It's called Juliet. The shade is called Juliet. And it's like a shimmery pink color. So I'm going to use that in the set as my main eyeshadow. And what's cool is that I actually received a brush in my February bag from Luxie. It's a Luxie brush and it's double-ended. So I think that might be the perfect brush to use to put on this eyeshadow. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, I put a little bit of that IT Cosmetics concealer on my lids and it did seem to crease. But I also don't know if I set my eyeshadow with the powders. And just to use an actual eyeshadow, I'm going to use my Sonia Kashuk eyeshadow palette. Just because I want to, I didn't get this in an Ipsy bag, but I wanted to use like a drugstore palette to do the rest of my eye makeup with. And I'll just take this shade and put it all over the lid. It's a fluffy brush. And now I'm taking that Luna eyeshadow and taking the flat end of the Luxie brush, and I'm going to just pack it. I might have put too much of the light shade going on first because this doesn't seem to be going on very easily. I'm really trying to layer it on. wonder if I use a setting spray and get this wet, if this will add more dimension to this shadow. Let's give that a try. Oh, actually, let's try my finger first. I think going in with my finger is helping, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and try the wet brush technique to see if that helps. Okay, so I'm gonna take my NYX Dewy Skin Finish spray, and I'm just gonna spray it onto my brush. Dip into that shadow one more time. I think that helped a little. Okay, so yeah, I think spraying it down did help it give it a little more dimension, make it look a little nicer. Let's go ahead and finish the look. But, you know, I'm actually I've got my Jaclyn Hill palette over here. I'm interested to see if this shade is exactly the same. I'm going to swatch that Luna shade on my hand here and see if that Jaclyn Hill shade is the same. So yeah, over here is the Luna and over here is the Jaclyn Hill shade. Let's go ahead and finish the eye look. I'm going to use my Jaclyn Hill palette to define the crease and just add a little more color. Use this color in my crease. Okay, so what I did was I took this color in my crease, and then I smoked it out with this color down here in the corners, and I blended it all out with this color on my brow bone. And I think that's a pretty eye look. So far the Luna eyeshadow is okay, but I don't know, it might be the concealer on my eyes that might be messing with it, but I can't get it to get a good pigmentation. But I am really liking the brush. Like the pack on end seems to be packing it on really nicely, and the blend out end is nice and soft. It's not my favorite shape, but I like it. I think it seems to be working pretty good. I do like to go in with my mini Cosette brush here and really add a little bit more depth, just because it's a little bit more of a controlled shape. Now I also, in my January bag, got this little silver pigment. I have a pretty warm thing going. I don't know how well this will work with this look. But you know what? We'll experiment. We'll check it out. It's from the brand called Marsk, and it's just like a silver loose pigment. I think I'm going to use my finger. I actually rather like what that did for my look. It's a really finely milled shimmery pigment, and which is nice, and it kind of blended in nice to my look, which I wasn't expecting. I thought this would totally clash, but I wanted to give it a shot anyway, and yeah, so that's why it's like pays to get experimental sometimes. Definitely brought the look from a warm tone look over to more of a cool tone look, and it just gave it a really sultry, subtle little shimmer. So really pretty, like it. That was the pressed pigment from Marsk, and that one's in the shade Foiled Again. I think we're gonna need a little mascara. I don't think I've ever actually gotten a mascara in an Ipsy bag before, so I'm just gonna use my Benefit They're Real mascara. This could benefit a little bit from a liner, but I think I'm just gonna use an eyeshadow. I'm just gonna go really close to the lash line to give it a little bit of an eyeliner effect. I'm going to use this brown shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. So I think that came out pretty nice and pretty. I think this eye look could use a little bit of inner corner highlight. And a while back, I actually received this little eyeshadow from the Balm. It's called the Balm Voyage. And I actually was using it as a highlight for a little while too, and it's a very pretty warm gold but pale eyeshadow shade and highlight shade. So I think I actually might do that for both my highlight and my inner corner highlight. I'm going to use this pencil brush for my inner corner. Very pretty, very pretty. And I'm going to take the highlighting brush. This one's the R36, and I'm just going to highlight using this shade as well. It's so blingy. And you know what? I'm actually going to throw in a little bit of this highlight from that contour palette and see what that looks like too, mixed in. It's very white. Oh yes, that took away a little bit of the gold, made it more icy looking. And now when it comes down to lips, I actually have a couple choices here. In my February bag, I got this small sample-sized lip product from Mellow. It's a matte liquid lip paint. This one seems to be a nice nude, a little bit mauve looking. And then in the January bag, I got this lip lingerie, and this is seems to be a full size, and this one's a little bit more nude. It's a little bit more pale, a little bit more nude colored. So, I don't know. What would be better with this look? I can smell the lip lingerie. It smells so good. And I've never heard of this brand before, so I think with this look, this one would look a little bit nicer. So we're going to go. But pretty exciting to get the lip lingerie too, though. Tried a lot of the other lip products from NYX, but I haven't tried the lip lingerie. So it'd be cool to try that one. But today we're going to try the Mellow Lip Paint. So I think that's a really pretty color on me. I like that a lot. The texture is a little bit moussey, and the finish is really pretty. Got some in my teeth though. It doesn't seem to be drying down quite yet. So that's the finished look. And I'm just going to go ahead and spray it down with my NYX setting spray. Taking a little while for the lip to dry down, so while we're waiting for that, I'm going to talk about what else I got in these bags. I covered everything that I had in the February bag. Some things I haven't talked about yet that were in my January bag. There was a Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Shampoo, which I haven't tried yet, but I'm really excited because I've tried some stuff from Briogeo before, and they were really amazing. And my scalp is really dry. It could use a little revival. So it says it's 6-free, so it's got no sulfates, no parabens, no silicones, no phthalates, no artificial colors, and no DEA. So that's awesome. And it's a little sample size, obviously. So I'm really excited to try that out. Tomorrow's hair washing day. I might actually use this tomorrow. So that's really cool. I think that makes it really worth it. And the last thing in the bag, this heavy, deeply nourishing shea butter cream from the brand Calci, and it's vanilla shea butter. Let's smell it. I thought at first this was just a hand cream, but I think that might be an all-over cream, like a body butter, and I go through body butter like crazy. It says it's a cult classic body care. So I'm going to put a little on my hand. Ooh, it's very thick, super thick. It smells great. Oh, it's like a rich, sweet candy vanilla smell. And yeah, it seems to be very nourishing. And you can put this all over the body, so I'll have to try that out. Totally to die for, intensely smoothing body butter balm and heavy cream. That's a rich vanilla shea butter and deeply nourishing body butter. I love the smell, and it is super thick. My skin has lots of problems where it's like just very dry, just lots of dry skin problems. I get eczema, I get psoriasis, so I'm always loving to try different body butters to soothe that, so I'm excited to try this some more, and so far it's making my hand very soft. It smells great, so that's really fun. So let's talk a little bit about everything that I got. So in the January bag, the athletic looking one, I got a full-size NYX lip lingerie. This is usually about $6 alone. I haven't tried that on yet, but I'm very excited. This is a well-liked formula. The color is very pretty, so that's really cool. The contour palette, I really like the bronzer. I was pleasantly surprised by the bronzer, and by the time the look ended, I think it looked okay. I thought at first the contour was a little too dark, but if you blend it out really good and you go in light-handed, I think it would work well. I did not like the highlighter though. The highlighter's a little bit chalky and a little bit too light, and it was confusing because I couldn't tell if it was if it was a blingy highlighter like this, or if it was supposed to be like a Kat Von D highlighting powder that you go to brighten in your under eyes. It's definitely not that. It's actually kind of not either. I don't like the highlighter, but it's worth, these two colors are nice. Blended really well, like surprisingly well. Then there was the Luna eyeshadow. I thought this was a pretty color and it was okay, but I'd like to give it another shot to see if it really can be redeemed. Really love the body butter. Smells amazing, very moisturizing and thick. I'd like to give it another shot to see if it's good. You'll probably see this in an empty video again. I'll let you know how that goes. And then the Brioche Scalp Revival sample in here too. So with these 5 products, I definitely think this is worth way more than $10. I thought this was a great bag overall. The only thing that I think I would just skip was probably the eyeshadow, but I didn't fully. I think it deserves another chance. Maybe it's still good. We'll see again. And in the February bag, we got 2 of these primer masks from Biobel, which I really liked. It smelled really good, and it did seem to make my foundation look really nice. Like, the foundation looks really good. And it made my skin very soft. So like this, and there's 2 of them in there. And then there was the It Cosmetics Spy by Under Eye Concealer. Really thick, really brightening, doesn't crease that much, but I think I might have disturbed my eyeshadow application, so I don't know if I'd use this as a eyeshadow base. And perhaps this color might be too light for me, so maybe next time I try it, I'll mix it with a darker concealer to see if that goes on better. But very thick, very cool, and I think this might be great for the right person. I'll rate this like a 7 out of 10 for now, but I think it merits another review. Then there was the Marsk pigment, the silver pigment, which is really smoky and pretty, and it has like a very fine shimmer to it, like a very holographic, like galaxy, sultry kind of shimmer. I'm actually very surprised by it. At first glance, it didn't seem like much, but I definitely want to play with this a little bit more. Maybe do a look where I use this pigment all over the eyes. Then there was the Luxie brush, which was really nice. I like this brush a lot. I'll definitely be reaching for it again. I really like the way it packs on, and the blend out edge was really nice too. So I've had Luxie brushes in Ipsy bags before, but I'm not disappointed by it. I like it a lot. And the last thing is the Mellow Lip Paint, which I'm wearing on my lips. Very pretty application, and it's very comfortable to wear. It's like a moussey texture, but It's more or less kiss proof. You can see a little bit of a kiss mark right there. But not totally kiss proof. And I really like this. It's a really pretty kind of finish, and a very pretty color too. I didn't like this bag as much as I liked the January bag, but it's still, I think, totally worth $10. I'd probably pay at least $5 for this guy, maybe like around $3 for this guy, around $5 for this guy. For this small sample size, maybe around $5. And there was 2 of these masks. So I get to try that one again. I really like this mask. So yeah, those are my Ipsy bags. Let me know what you got in yours down in the comments. Did you like the same? Did you get the same stuff? Did you like them? Did you get different stuff? Was it better? Was it worse? Let's have a chat. And if you'd like, I'll have a link. If you don't have an Ipsy bag, it's $10 a month, and then you have a special curated selection that comes to you every month. I'll leave a link down below if you want to give it a try if you haven't tried it already. I really like my Ipsy bags. I really like these cute little baggies that they come with too. That's it. Looking forward to talking to you guys down in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining me. Bye.